So is that when Moses became Holy Moses?
It must have been, because the Bible says that when Moses came back down the mountain that second time, his face gleamed with the glory of God.
Wow. And did God rewrite the commandments?
No, this time God spoke the law and left Moses to do the chiseling. Talk about some major carpal tunnel.
Okay, guys, my commandment is, thou shalt halt thy work. 'Cause time's up. Frank's team's already back at the tent.
Oh, no. But we haven't gotten to the end of the story.
Oh, maybe we can finish when we join the others.
Yeah, then I can help Ty take down the tent.
Dude, I like the way you think.
Well, look who's trading places now.
Yeah, the hunk meets the chunk.
Oh, you better stop it. I'm going to slap you.
Yeah, just kidding, man.
Don't worry, Uncle Frank. I think you're a hottie.
Oh, thanks. Well, we're all going to be hotties by the time we strike this tent.
Yeah, but the Hebrews had to put up and take down their tents almost every day.
For 40 years.
40 years? Just how far from Egypt was this promised land anyway?
Not that far. But since those who got out of Egypt never succeeded in getting Egypt out of their hearts, God caused them to wander in the desert until they passed away, leaving a new generation who had no memory of Egypt.
Do you still have your keys to unlock the story of Moses?
You mean our Bibles?
Mm-hmm. Now, most of you know John 3:16, that God loved the world so much he sent his son Jesus to die for us. Well, let me show you the John 3:16 of the Old Testament. Okay, it says here, just before Moses died, God showed Moses the land he had promised his children. Then Exodus 34:6-7 reads, the Lord passed in front of Moses, proclaiming, the Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, maintaining love to thousands, and forgiving wickedness, rebellion, and sin.
That's right.
But the last part explains why only the new generation enter the promised land, because it continues, he does not leave the guilty unpunished.
So, Uncle Frank, did Moses die before he reached Canaan?
I'm afraid so. But Moses still reached the promised land.
But I thought Canaan was the promised land.
Yes, but God had a better place prepared for Moses.
And because Jesus died to forgive our guilt, we can trade places after we die too.
How do we do that?
By turning away from our sin and turning our hearts to God.